This time we are going to be making jeera rice in a rice cooker. The rice brand that I'm using is a Kohinoor extra long basmati rice, and we will need 1 glass or 1 cup of it. You take the cup of rice, you pour it in the rice cooker and now fill it halfway till water and let it sit on side for about 5 to 10 minutes. That way it actually does soften up and it releases the starch. Once it does release the starch, the rice is going to become more fluffy. So I'm going to do that right now. While the rice is soaking, and we are not going to cook in this water, by the way, we are going to be disposing of this water. Whilst the rice is soaking, I'm going to get the dry ingredients that we need. So let's get that started. Alright, the ingredients you're going to need is 1 star anise. This is going to bring out this smell, really good smell of the rice. Bay leaf, 2 bay leaves, little bit of salt to taste, jeera that I use, or cumin, that was 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon, and mustard seeds that allows the rice to become even more flavorful, and they release a little bit of oil, and that's half a teaspoon. In addition to that, I'm also going to be putting a little bit of olive oil in it. That way the rice does become more fluffy and more shiny. We will drain the water and then we will add the water into the rice to cook. Alright, to the 1 cup of rice that is now washed, we're going to be adding 1.5 cup of water. After adding the 1.5 cup of water, I put the dry ingredients in, the salt, the cumin, the mustard seeds, the star anise, along with the bay leaves, and about a tablespoon, or actually about a teaspoon of olive oil, and I made sure that everything was leveled. Once it's leveled, we are going to be putting the cover of the rice cooker on, and as you can see, this is an aged rice cooker. We've used it quite a bit. Any Asian family, you will have a rice cooker for sure. Put it on the cook. Once you put it on the cook, leave it alone, walk away from it, don't disturb it, and once the timer goes click, or once it's done, using a fork, just mix the rice around. That way the main thing that you're trying to do is get the steam out and make it more fluffy, and we will return once this is done. Alright, the rice cooker clicker did click up. Now the moment of truth. Be careful, it's going to be hot. As you can see, the rice have separated individually. The large spices such as the star anise and the bay leaf, just scrape off whatever is on top of them and discard them, because you cannot eat them. They are not appetizing, they don't taste good. So just put it on your compost pile, and yeah, they can be composted. Now that this is done, take a fork, just go around the edges, and be careful if you're going to be holding the rice cooker, it's going to be hot. So just go around the edges initially to release it, and just very slightly, very gently, just fluff it up. If it piles off, don't worry about it. All we're doing is trying to get as much steam out as we can. And again, if it piles up, there you go. And boom. Let it sit like this for about 5 minutes. That way the steam does escape. Do not leave it on the warm setting, turn it off, and your rice are going to be done. This you can serve with anything that you like. You can have it with any dal, you can have it with any vegetable that you have made, and it's absolutely delicious. As always, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns, please do let me know. Oh, by the way, one quick thing that I forgot to tell you, you don't need a fancy rice cooker. This one that I'm using is a Panasonic rice cooker. It's about 18 years old, and it just works fine. Yeah, the coating on the bottom is gone, but it's delicious. It gets the job done. Hi people, I will talk to you later. Like, comment, subscribe. See ya. Bye.